going on, guys? So you mainly worked out with Burrell right this summer, working on your shot. What specifically did you change about your shot? And sort of what's the progress? How's that going?
Just trying to be as technical as possible. I got naturally long arms, and that's one of my strengths out there on the court. But when it comes to shooting, it also just leaves a lot of range of motion, and there's room for error sometimes in that. So I've just been trying to decrease my range of motion as much as possible, play without a dip as much as possible, and kind of just limit that room for error. So just been doing a lot of that, and also just the repetition and having quality reps with somebody who's played the game at the highest level. So Darrell was huge for me. I can't say enough good things about him. He was never late. He was always on time. We stay in the gym for hours just trying to get one thing right. So I definitely say the attention to detail was on another level this summer.
Curtis, what stood out to you about the summer workouts, being around the team? What's sort of the personality that you noticed of the group?
I was impressed. Like, everybody just seemed like good people. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you get to this level, you never really know. People got egos and stuff like that. But everybody been real cool and very welcoming, I say. So that's something that I'm grateful for.
Peyton, this question for you. Just going into year 4 is an important part of your career, important part of your time here. Just what are you most excited? What are you most looking forward to improving in the 4th season and taking into this next year?
Just taking that next step in terms of everything, in terms of being vocal, being a leader on this team, kind of transitioning from being a younger guy to one of the more experienced guys. It means a lot to me. I love this organization. They took me in as a 19-year-old kid, and here I am senior today, 23 years old. So they just taught me a lot about the game, and everything they taught me, I've retained it, I took it in, and I've just tried to be the best player I can be for this team. But now I'm focused on taking that next step as a player, and just taking it to another level. My defense, I already feel as though I'm amongst the elite in the league, but I want to continue to show that and help this team win a championship that way. And then also just taking some strides offensively. It's been a huge summer for me, being here in Denver a lot, playing a lot, getting a lot of repetition, playing fives, being on the ball a lot, shooting those shots, getting comfortable. And you just see with the team, the more they see me here working on my game, the more confident they are in my game, and the more they see me putting in the work, the more they know I'm ready. So I'm excited to take that next jump.
Peyton, just regarding that, the time that you've spent here, as much as you've grown so far, you have about a month to sign up for each section. Where do you feel like you are right now with the team on that? How confident are you that you guys will be able to?
We're just taking it day by day. For me, it's not necessarily like I was telling John not too long ago. I got everything that I've ever needed and wanted. I got more money than I ever thought that I would ever make. So I'm not one of those guys who's ever played basketball for the money. I've always played it for the enjoyment and the love of the game. And it's put me in a position where I'm going to have the opportunity to make some money here in this league. But I'm young, I got a lot of time, I know that I'll make a lot of money in this league. For me, it's more so about doing things the right way, having an organization that embraces me as a player and the person that I am, and I think that Denver does that. So I'm happy with where we are as far as that's going. Obviously, there'll be some progression, but you see around the league, a lot of people haven't done things yet. People with accolades, people, really good players in this league. So I think that it's all about timing, and this is my race, and whatever it takes is whatever it takes, however long it takes is however long it takes, but it's my race, it's unique to me, and I'm ready for whatever. I don't follow it that closely. I think that we all get the information as it comes out. When you see Shams post that stuff with the money falling in front of people's faces, I find out just like the rest of you guys. I don't got no inside scoop. I'm just a follower of the game just like the rest of you. So I'm wishing those guys nothing but the best of luck with their contracts, and just focus on myself.
Peyton, the new coaching staff is coming, not just David, but the assistants in general. What's your relationship been like so far with that group, fellas? And what's the
said with the new coaches?
Yeah, new coaches.
I mean, they've been great. They've been great. It's good that I've been here to spend a little bit of time with them this summer in the off season and just get to know them getting to watch me play within the context of day to day, seeing my work ethic, seeing how hard I play and how seriously I take it on a day to day basis. I've had a super open line of communication with them all, and I think that they all genuinely do care for the team, the game, and they're here for us to be resources. We got some more players, coaches, and just those guys having that experience and being in these locker rooms really helps because they can relate to what we're going through on and off the court. So I'm excited to get started with them.
Peyton, I'd like to get your thoughts on two things. You mentioned you came into this league at 19 and now 20. What's been the biggest challenge to grow up in this league at this level? And you've always been high energy, high intensity. What have you learned about maybe harnessing that energy so you go 100 miles an hour without
Absolutely, yeah, I've learned a lot. I wouldn't say that this was necessarily challenging, but I think it's a growing process for everybody coming to the league. New guys like Kurt, he's going to learn this year, just the professionalism of the business, being early everywhere, not being on time. Being on time is late, so being early everywhere, taking it seriously, presenting yourself the right way as a young man, representing an organization, all that stuff that comes with the job that nobody talks about. They just talk about, oh, I saw that highlight dunk you had, or I saw you that highlight block you had, but a lot of people don't talk about the professionalism of the sport and what it takes to be someone that kids look up to around the world and things like that. But as far as, what was the second part of your question? Oh yeah, I'm super high energy, super high intensity. That's how I love to play the game. But one thing I've learned more than anything, as far as that goes, is taking care of my body. So I do have the energy to be able to have that output night in, night out. I think throughout my career, I've been pretty durable, but I'd like to be even more durable. So this offseason, I spent a lot of time working on my strength, my conditioning, and just making sure that my body can endure that level of intensity over the course of the 82-game season.
This question for Curtis. You got a deal late with the Denver Nuggets. You had a fantastic summer league, particularly last game. Did you feel any pressure in the summer league having to perform the triangle deal? And can you take us through when you found out that the Nuggets wanted to offer you a deal? What was that like? Do you remember that moment?
Yeah, I don't really feel no pressure, I'd say, coming in because there wasn't really too many expectations, I'd say. So I was just able to go out and play free. And I think that's what you see in that summer league. And when they called me, actually my agent called me and kind of told me they offered. I was back home in Minnesota, and I was just, very happy, very excited, because it was kind of a big deal, for me from where I started. Just to get that contract, it meant a lot. And I'm very thankful to the organization.
Hey, over here, way back. You saw your role grow last year, and one of the big guys that went off the bench with more depth on the team this year. What do you see your role as going into the season, and how do you try and maintain your same minutes, that same impact that you have on the game?
Yeah, I feel like with me, everything is onward and upward. I've learned the best way possible through vets, through great veteran coaches, through amazing GMs that we've had, just how to play my role and what the team needs and how I can carve out a role for myself. And now doing that, and that being said, I'm just focused on continuing to get better at what I already do and also expanding on some other things. I think that you can never be too helpful, especially in the game of basketball, and I'm one of those guys who's super versatile and I can do a lot of things. So I'm just looking forward to continuing to expand my role, continuing to gain trust from the coaches, and trying to take this thing all the way. I know that a large part of our success will depend on me and some of the younger guys taking that next step and becoming super productive players in this league. And I don't feel any pressure to do that. myself and whatever everybody else's expectations are, I'm sure I'll be all right as well.
Guys right here, this is for both of you. A lot of people talk about the runs in this building here in September, like the competitive nature of everything that was happening in this gym. Can you take us inside those games, and then how important is it that the veterans showed up in March and out here as well to provide that competition?
I mean, it was dope. It was dope for me. It's always good for me to be out there playing and sharpening my skills in the context of an actual game-like situation. You know, you can't replicate those things with drills, and I think that playing is how you get better. So just having the veteran guys in and guys who have played in this league, who have the IQ, who know how to play basketball, it's just been good playing with them, and iron sharpens iron, so I was excited about it.
I agree with Peyton. It's been, really, it's been like you can tell it's a jump up, from the previous level I was in college. Just the skill level, the quickness, the athleticism, like everything is kind of a level up. But I think it's good, being in this gym and play against those guys because I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna keep getting better. So that's been good. And then, what was the second question again? Was there a second question? Oh yeah, that's right.
Okay, Peyton, been a lot of conversation about five, all talking about it. Bruce was asked about it, he said it was an all-time high. What kind of gauge do you get on the vibes, and what does adding Bruce specifically back do to those vibes around the team?
Yeah, I mean, everybody can smell basketball season around the corner. I think we're all excited. I know for myself, I'm chomping at the bit to get back out there. This is my livelihood, this is what I have fun doing. So with this offseason, I'm sitting at home bored waiting for the next game, and I'm sure it's like that for a lot of people. So we got a group of guys who, throughout my time here, we've all gotten along. The locker room has been super tight-knit, and Bruce was a part of that original locker room that I came into when we won that championship. So he knows our team knows him, and he's just an overall great dude. We're super happy to have his energy, and also just the way he embraces Denver and the team as well. I think that's huge. I think you get what you give, and he gives a lot of love, and he receives a lot of